Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 20th. This week, you start off with the Six of Hearts. Definitely listen to your mother this week if you have one and she offers you advice. This card represents your mother. So it's usually a good idea. And if anybody comes to you with motherly-like advice, it would also be pretty good to probably listen to that advice as well. It's also a good love card. It can represent love coming in for some of you. It does feel distinctly female, so I would have to say that you would have to be looking for a woman. And if you're not, it's probably not coming in. Although, actually, that's not true because you have a Jack of Hearts coming up here. So, actually, love looks amazing this week, by the way, Libra. So, love does look good, but I think for some of you, probably males out there, I think there's definitely a female coming in for sure. It just feels that way. That's a good thing. Next, you have the Ace of Hearts. Like I said, a very good love week, so definitely a lot of love coming in for you, feeling a lot better. You know, this is a card of feeling better in the home as well, like feeling more emotionally satisfied at home, just feeling like home is home. Maybe you felt out of place for a while, or maybe you're moving and you're planning a move, and where you're moving to will have that feel. Like maybe you'll just feel like wherever it is just home. It feels right in a lot of ways. This is also a card of good new energies coming to you. I always say on the Ace of Hearts, whenever I meditate on this card, I see like a heart melting with a fresh heart underneath. So definitely represents better energy, better times, better things coming in. It can represent new relationships, new love relationships, and new types of love relationships. Like if you found yourself in the same type of relationship for a long time, this can represent just something new, something different, which would be good. And other than that, for those of you that aren't interested in relationships and things, this is just a good family, home, social type of card here. Next, you have the Jack of Hearts. Like I said, Jack of Hearts is an admirer, male or female. So a lot of you could have an admirer out there. A lot of you could be hearing about it this week as well. So that's good for that. It's also a card of needing to have more fun. This card usually comes up like when we're working too hard or we're focusing on something else other than doing what we enjoy. So I think it would definitely be a good week to socialize, for example. This card can be very social. So it's a card of, making sure to hang out with friends or, go to a party or whatever. It's a card of doing something fun. Or it's a card of like taking part in a hobby or something like that that could be very beneficial. The other weird message I'm getting off this card this week is that some of you could have a friend who's interested in you as well, and I would say that you, for a small percentage of you that are listening, and I would say if you're one of those people, you probably are also interested, so that could be some interesting news as well there. Next, you have the Five of Clubs, needing to take more risks, needing to be more adventurous, coming up for a bunch of signs this week. I would say this has to do with the retrograde. The retrogrades sometimes I think make us not want to take risks and make us hold back a little bit. Now we're coming to the end of this retrograde, this Mars retrograde, and I think a lot of you are thinking about how to take more risks and be more risky and do more things, and that's what this card is all about. It's about doing more stuff. It's also a card of taking part in hobbies. Remember I said about that Jack of Hearts, doing something that's fun. So I think with this card, it's a card of being active and doing things you enjoy. I think it'll be important for that. I think you need to do that. It's also a card of planning vacations and planning moves as well. So a lot of you could be planning those things. But again, I don't think you'd be doing those things this week. I think you're just planning them out and kind of getting everything ready. And it'll be a good week to do that as well. Just even in the astrology, a good week for planning those things. Next, you have the Seven of Hearts. Having doubts in love. Remember what I said about that friendship situation? Maybe you're interested in a friend. This could be you doubting whether they are also interested, but I think that they probably are this week. But this is you also, if you're not interested in love or anything, this is you maybe kind of weighing some options and really having some doubts maybe around a situation that you're trying to make a decision on. And, this is you kind of figuring those things out. My dog is trying to burst in the door here. That was that loud noise, just so everybody knows. Again, a card of making decisions. Next, you have the Five of Diamonds. Five of Diamonds is a card of starting new things. This represents a good time to start something new and to start new projects. It's also a very good money card. It's a card of money getting better and things improving. So this, looks really good and definitely a good time to kind of like start new things. So I think, end of the retrograde, again, we're getting to that time. So a lot of you might be making those decisions. But all in all, it looks like an amazing week. So thank you for watching and enjoy the week.